Alright everybody, we are back on a wonderful Thursday evening. Before I do anything, before I forget, let's start the face cam recording. Alright, here we go. First is the clap sync. Alright, 3, 2, 1. I hope it showed up okay. That's the best I can do. So we've got two things putting tax on the CPU. Yeah, I think we're good to go. Let's check audio real quick. I think I can talk a little bit further away. Nice, perfect. Sounds good. Just a little split second of audio. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Yep, that showed up. That's good. Alright. So looks like we're good to go. OBS is recording. That's good. Alright. So now we're doing something very special. I think I might have figured out why my live stream looked like absolute dog shit. So let's start this controller and then we will start the stream on TikTok. Looks like TikTok had an update. So the main problem that I was having, at least from what I can tell, is that my cache was like massive. At least my TikTok cache. I don't know about my phone in general. So I restarted. I did a whatever you want to call it, a hard restart of the phone to kind of reset the cache and everything. It's supposed to be like a simulated battery removal, so I did that. Let's cut over to the game. Looks good to me. Alright, I think we're ready to get started in a little bit. That's nice. Okay, let's jump right in. No more messing around. I was playing a little bit of the randomizer. That's right, we do have twinned armor. That's good. I like that. Okay, here we go. Yes, so we're fighting Fortisax. Okay, let's get started. Go live. So this will be the kicker. This is where we find out if it looks like shit or not. Seems to be running a little bit, actually, seem quite a bit smoother. So, once we get some people in TikTok, then I guess I get to embarrass myself and admit that, I had such a huge cache in TikTok that the whole app was just running like dog shit. So there you go. So yes, I think we can go straight into the, whatever you want to call it, the deathbed dream. So no messing around. We're going to fight Fortisax right away. Before anyone really joins in, we're going to give our first shot at Fortisax. I'm pretty sure I'm over leveled for him. I think I'm over leveled for this whole area, so I'm not like super worried. Let's just get going. Yeah, seems to be running a little bit smoother. I'm just watching the phone, and from what I can tell, the phone is an accurate representation of what it looks like on the stream. So I'll use that as a reference. Oh Jesus, the frame rate is chunking up. I might have to switch to exclusive full screen. We'll have to see. Okay, that was terrible. As long as we keep moving, we can avoid that lightning strike. Okay. There's 638. Pretty decent. So it seems like... Oh, there's 1,000. Nice. Wait for the lightning strike. There you go. God damn it. Oh my god. Maybe I should be looking at the boss instead of looking at TikTok every 5 seconds. There we go. Nice dodge. Get under him. Boom. 1,000. I like that. He's going to go over there. I mean, this is like... The archdragons are so cool, but you basically just have to hug their feet, which is just lame. Okay, quickly. There's 1,000. There's another 1,000. Oh, that's a tiny amount of damage. God damn it, Bobby. How does Hank Hill talk? I forgot. I can confidently say I've never watched a single episode of King of the Hill. God damn it, Bobby. There you go. I told you once, I told you 100 times. He's a little too... Hank Hill is a little more lame, I think. I don't think I can do an accurate representation of Hank Hill. I'm just too cool. I'm too cool to do a good Hank Hill. I mean, this is going to be a... God damn it, Bobby, this is a simple fight. He's spraying fire, I'm fucked. Yeah. The fire is so delayed. Oh, he's doing the badass move. Let's watch it. I think he's going to do a spin. Yeah, so dodging that attack is fucking nightmarish. But I'm alive. Oh, Diablo. What's good, Diablo? Good to see ya. 2,400. Looks like we got a bleed proc. That's good. Yeah, we're definitely over leveled for Fortisax. I'll tell you that. having a max rank or an essentially max rank Bloodhound's Fang is a little OP. One more hit. Yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. Alright, we did it. God damn it, Bobby. Peggy, what are you teaching this boy? Alright. So we're done with that. I didn't beat Ricard or Morgot. Yeah, I'm done with both of those guys. So we're speed running. We're gonna be done with this game in a long time. Oh, you're on Elden Beast. Well, that's good. That's good to see. Are you hitting a wall at Elden Beast? That's kind of what I found. Like, all the bosses are kind of a cakewalk. And then it's like Melania and the Elden Beast is just like, uh-oh. This is when the real game starts. Like, I will always be afraid to fight Melania. Always. No matter how strong I feel like I am. 6 tries. Yes, that's good. That means you probably had a bleed build. I'm just gonna, like... What did I do? I think I fought Melania with the Bloodhound's Fang, and then I just realized that I was never going to win. So I just switched to the Uchigatana with a cold infusion, I think. Melania was easy. I can always count whenever I talk about Melania, people always come in, oh, Melania was easy. Oh, she was a cakewalk. That's classic. Like, oh, Dark Souls community, I love you. I love you guys. Melania was easy. I mean, that's what I'm saying too. Like, I had to completely change my build, but then I was fine. Like, you just, as long as you can bleed her or have frostbite, you're pretty much fine. Yeah, plus 10 Rivers of Blood. As an astrologer, yeah. I mean, like, as long as you have cold or bleed or both, and as long as you have kind of a fast weapon, then you're pretty much okay. Because you can just proc the cold proc and the bleed proc. Like, cold sucks because you have to, like, wait for it to cool down. But, yeah, if you're using bleed, then you're just going to get freaking... You're going to get absolutely shafted. Or she's going to get shafted, I should say. That's why it's always good... Now, I'm playing on PC. It's always good to have... what am I trying to say? It's always good to have enough somber smithing stone so that once you get to Melania, you can just upgrade Rivers of Blood to plus 9, and then and then suddenly she's a pretty easy boss. I was like... I feel like... I've definitely seen some people that love the strength builds and they're using like a colossal weapon, and it's like, yeah, if that's your build, or if, like, I feel like if you're using a mage, I feel like you're kind of fucked in a lot of ways. You're gonna run into a lot of problems. That's just my cursory advice from the very beginning. There's a few builds that will actually be fine against Melania, and then like everybody else is kind of just, it's danger zone right there. That's all I can say. Okay, we're done with this. So now we can move on to the Giants Mountaintops. Okay, let's see. So we have Borealis over here. We have the double... we have the... What am I trying? The Godskin Spirits to fight. My method was kind of broken. I just kept stun... Yeah. That's the strat. Like, I feel like part of why... Rivers of Blood scales with Arcane. It's any weapon that has bleed or like rot is going to scale with Arcane. Like, bleed builds in general are just insanely strong. But yeah, wait, who said that? Let me go up. Yeah, so only 6 inches. He had the right idea right there. So like, I think what you learn about Melania is that the only way to survive is to like stun lock her and to be dealing enough damage that she can't really attack. And you just have to out DPS her. That's like literally... obviously you have to be able to dodge the attacks, but in the end, like, if your DPS is just dog shit, then nothing's gonna matter. Like, you're just gonna she's gonna out heal you in 5 seconds, and then you're just gonna bash your head against the wall. So you kind of have to... Oh my god, yeah. Like, the Rivers of Blood, I feel like, is perfectly built to kill Melania. It's just the Melania deleter. You just need I think I just need a plus 7 Somber Smithing Stone, and then I can just use Rivers of Blood against Melania, but, you know, I don't think I need to. I think any bleed build in general is going to do really well. I think the main reason that bleed builds are so strong is because when you proc bleed, it's going to stun her. But then, especially with Rivers of Blood, in the past 3 days, I beat Godfrey. Oh my god. I mean, Diablo, what does that tell you? That your build is finally solid. Like, having enough DPS is like really critical to this game, and like there's so many mechanics that as long as you're using all your mechanics, then I think you'll be fine for the most part. Oh my god, this arrow, dude. I was so close. So freaking close. Yeah. I love Placidus X. Like he's so over the top, but like I don't know, he's kind of manageable on the first time. I think he's not super scary. That's all I can say. Like he's intimidating, but like as long as you hug him and stay close to him, then I think you'll be fine. He's like Elden Ring is the best for that. They just give you these fucking crazy bosses, and they're like, they make them look as scary as possible, and then by the fourth or fifth time, oh my god, plus 25 Nagakiba and plus 10 Rivers of Blood. That's literally like bleed meta build. Like that's like the best. That's like the best build you can possibly do. There's like no contest, because it's just the what am I trying to say? The goddamn katanas in this game, especially the dual wielding katana moveset, is just nasty. It's just so fast. It's the perfect mix of like dealing a lot of stagger damage and also like being really, really fast. I feel like in Dark Souls 3, FromSoft felt like katanas were kind of lame. Seppuku on, oh my god, like you couldn't have picked a more meta build if you tried. And no hate, I know meta has a bad connotation, but it's called most effective tactic for a reason, because it just outshines everything else in the entire game. You just deal so much fucking damage. It's insane. Like I remember the Coop made a video about how broken bleed is, but it's like I think it's kind of necessary to have like a broken bleed build, because then it's like, yeah, Melania is one where you're like, I don't care how broken the build is, I just don't want to be fighting her for 6 weeks or whatever. You know, I feel like Elden Ring is definitely one of those games. Lord of Blood's Exaltation. Okay, well, I get it, Diablo. Like, bleed build to the max. Yeah, like, the more you say, the more I'm like, dude, you knew every single piece of the bleed build with Alexander. Oh my god. So like Melania was one of the last things you did. I remember like I'm pretty sure I was pretty under leveled to go through Melania's area when I first played it, but then, you know, once I got to her, I was like, yeah, I'm going to change up my build so I'm not bashing my head against the wall for weeks on end. And you know, it worked out for me in the end. I need 2 keys. Okay, well, I guess we're just not going to do that then. Let's fight Borealis. I'm going to look at the damage on this guy. 389. Yeah, I think we still want to use... Can I craft blood? No, I can't craft blood grease. Okay, so this is going to be a burden on my existence. Okay, there's Borealis. It's the damn fog. 100 damage. God, fuck me. Like, Borealis is so annoying. It's like all the other modern dragons are just worthless, and then Borealis just has like 10,000 health, and he's just like, yeah, fuck you, dude. You think you're strong? You think dragons are easy? Yeah, right. He's like he's just like a worse version of Ekizyx, and by worse, I just mean harder. The Frost Stomp alone is just most annoying. Waterfowl Dance two times. Okay. I see what you're saying. I think I might have missed something. But yeah, Waterfowl Dance is definitely the insta-kill one. Oh yeah, Fire Giant is not hard, especially with a bleed build. And I think you can say that of every boss, that like a lot of bosses are hard, but they're not really hard if you use bleed. And you know, I guess that's more a credit to bleed than it is to your skill, but there you go. Good, you summoned Alexander. Good. That's proper story right there. That's the way it should be. He deserves... The only reason I don't summon Alexander is so that I can just use my horse. And then you're just kind of more mobile. Oh god, I'm gonna get hit. Oh, I'm gonna dodge it. Nice. It's fucking spicy. It's juicy right there. Alright, here we go. Right in the eyeball. There you go. There you go, bruv. Here we go. I just think this game is really good about being like Oh yeah, if you want to beat this game, you're gonna have to use the most damage abilities that you can. You're really gonna have to put together a solid build. Like I think in Dark Souls 3, oh Jesus Christ, get away. This attack right here has fooled me so many times just because I'm an idiot though. That's the only reason. From what I can tell, the TikTok live stream is running smoother, but that's kind of subjective, I think. We'll see if it crashes. That's the main thing. You know, I was telling my dad, I was like, yeah, I might need to get a new phone. But then he was like, you should probably check on the cache. And so I did that, and I realized that my TikTok cache is like insanely huge. So I cleared out the cache. You know, I did a hard restart on my phone. So, you know, if it runs smoother, if it still crashes, then that's going to piss me off to no end. My phone is not burning. Thankfully, I turned on the AC. I have to have the AC on when I'm streaming because it just... everything starts heating up. My entire room starts heating up. Okay, here we go, bud. Right in the eyeball. God damn it, Bobby. What did I tell you about playing around with these goddamn dragons? They're dangerous. Oh, he's going to do the mega roar. I know, that is a dub. I appreciate it, Diablo. It's nice. It's nice. We've only been going for 18 to 20 minutes, so when we hit the 30-minute mark, if the phone craps out on me again, then that means I'm gonna have to spend a lot of money in a very soon, I guess is the way I should say it. Oh my gosh! But oh, what the fuck, dude? You dirty bastard! You're looking very silly, Borealis. You're looking very dirty, silly. Okay, we got a little bit of a damage buff. Damage buff. Shit. Damn it. That's stupid. I wish I didn't say that. Damage buff. I don't know. It's just... it sounds like a French chef playing Elden Ring for the first time. But that's all you get. I'm not going to, like, do more of that character. That's all you get. Oh, you motherfucker. You dirty boy. You dirty boy. Oh my god, too close. Come here, come here. Come here, boy. Come say hi to Papa. I'll give you something. Yeah, that's right, boy. Oh, it looks like my phone is shitting on me again, so I don't have high hopes. That's all I can say, Diablo. I have a sneaking suspicion that it's gonna say bye-bye in about 10 minutes. He's basically dead. Come on, dude. Come on, man. Stop wasting my time. Dead. Okay. Jesus Christ. It took the longest. Oh my god. Malekith, I can totally see how you're just fighting him for so long. Because... okay, who was I saying? Definitely Placidusax. Oh, there's one other. I should know. I feel like Moog is another example where they're just too mobile. Like Malekith, he's never standing. He stands still for like 1 second, and then you have to like run over to him and hit him in time, or else you just get fucked. Like, oh my god, he is an anime boss. And dude, my favorite thing about Malekith is that his moveset is so crazy that sometimes he'll do a move where he just gets stuck, and so the game, like From Software, basically had to just teleport him away so that he wouldn't just get stuck like constantly. He's just jumping around, flipping all over the place. Oh my god, did you? Okay, Moog was hard for me. The fucking blood on the ground, like I had to summon Mimic Tear for Moog. So like 2 tries, that's impressive. Okay, yeah. Like I feel like Moog and I definitely said this in the last stream, but Moog and Melania are definitely the bosses where I just summon Mimic Tear because I'm not even gonna bother. Yeah, I mean Malekith is like one of the coolest bosses like ever created. He's up there with like some of the Neo 2 bosses, and oh my god, he's so badass. I just think like Elden Ring is really just From Software being like, all right, we're gonna just we're just gonna blow your socks off. Like we're gonna make you fucking nut. We're gonna give you the coolest the craziest shit you ever seen. Moog the Omen was harder. Oh my god. I was like, I really liked Moog the Omen because it was like, oh, this guy is pretty easy, and then you fight the real Moog and you're like, oh, okay, I see. Moog the Omen was just like prep work. Like he was just showing you what it was gonna be like in the future. It's kind of a cool idea. I like that. I think there's another example of it in this game. I guess the gargoyles and the black blade is another good example, but I don't know. Yeah, you get the idea. Like, it's kind of genius now that I think about it. Oh yeah. Well, you were probably under-leveled. Like, honestly, that's like so important, is just like stats and being a high enough level and dealing enough damage. You'll definitely just be bashing your head against a wall in a lot of situations. If you're not like dealing enough damage, and if you have like really low health, then you'll just be like, why is this game so fucking hard? And then you'll realize like, oh shit, this guy gave me like fucking 3 level ups from just killing him, and it's like, oh, maybe I'm under leveled. But then like Elden Ring is definitely one of those games where you're like, oh shit, I'm under leveled, but there's nothing I can do about it because I get so little money. Like, you basically you mostly just get money from killing bosses, so you kind of just have to not lose your money. That was like critical. I mean, I still have my New Game +4 save, and like, I'm at the point where I don't really level up, and okay, we need to deal as much damage as we can right now. There's a stagger. What was I saying? My New Game +4. I think I'm level 400 in the New Game +4, and I definitely cheated to get that high of a level, but I got to the point where I was like, yeah, I don't really feel the need to level up any more stats, because they've all hit the soft cap. Obviously, you could go farther, but, you know, I just don't see the point. Oh, my God. Can I not get hit by both of these attacks? Oh, great heavens. Great heavens. Fuck. Oh, my God. Yeah. Rune farming is definitely necessary in this game. And you hate to do it, but, you know, it's necessary. Yeah, well, I cheated. That's what I said. And also, that's the save that I used when I was, like, reviewing every weapon in the game, and I was trying to have decent enough stats that I could like give an accurate representation of like, okay, here's some sorceries that you could use, and here's some faith spells that you could use. You know, like, I don't really play it anymore. You know, honestly, once the randomizer came out, I was like, why am I replaying New Game Plus? So the real game was just like accumulating as much money as humanly possible. Like, I'm pretty sure on my New Game +4 save, I have like 2 million runes, and I just haven't lost it yet. Like, my whole goal is to just save up as much runes as I can without dying, and you know, I've been doing pretty well. It's just like, yeah, I don't really play it. I don't really care about the levels either. I just wanted to get it to a point where I could like accurately show the stats on different gear and things like that. Okay, let's get another hit. There's a stagger. I definitely need to do that shit. You're 200? Yeah, okay, but are you using every build in the game? Are you using every weapon in the game? Do you have balanced enough stats to like use every weapon? Yeah, I don't think so. If you're level 200, you can basically have 99 in whatever damage stats and health stats you need. Like, you're not really leveling up. You're not really getting to 60 in arcane, faith, and intelligence, and dex. Like, you know, it balloons pretty quickly. If you want to like effectively use every weapon, then yeah, you're gonna need like an insanely high level. It was like so fun for me. Like, the main thing that I did on my first game, yeah, 114. Oh shit, I'm dead. 114 is pretty decent. I would say like, god damn it, I would say like if you're like past 130, maybe. I think 120 is pretty reasonable. I was on my PvP save, I got to 120 pretty easily. Yeah, well, it's like, for me, the challenge is just like picking good weapons and, you know, picking weapons that are effective against different bosses. I think you can probably melt any boss if you only have, because like, you don't really need a pierce weapon and a strike weapon and a standard weapon. Like, you could basically use 2 different weapons for the entire, like, all the way through New Game +8. Yeah, and it's like, I get what this guy is trying to say. dual wield Malekith's sword. Oh my god, that's classic. Yeah, I love that. I don't know, like part of it for me is like using only one build is just boring to me. It's just like really lame to like use the same weapon or use the same playstyle for like eight new game cycles, or like even 4 new game cycles. So like I basically spent like 40 or 50 hours just getting all the weapons and getting enough stats to use all the weapons just so that I could have some variety when I replay the game. It's like, if I'm gonna replay it, I might as well add some variety. I'm not just gonna use Rivers of Blood against the entire game. I'm sure you could. I don't think that would be a problem. And a story account, but I've yet to go to New Game Plus. Well, I mean, eventually, right? Yeah, I think like switching it up is kind of important. That's what I've found. It helps keep the game fresh. Like, here's what I say. Like, you don't need to use every weapon, but I think it's cool to like use weapons that are favorable against different bosses. You know, if you're fighting Placidusax, it's good to have a pierce weapon just so that you're using a different weapon. And I definitely think Placidusax is one of those bosses that when you're in like New Game Plus 4 or New Game Plus 5, he just has a shit ton of health and he's just tanky as fuck, so you kind of have to use all the different damage bonuses. So like he gets bonus damage to pierce and that's about it. So like I would probably say that Siluria's tree is your best bet. I don't know, like you have to find out. Like you're saying, is it fun the second time through? You have to try. Like if you don't like it, then you don't like it. But part of it is like trying to find some variety and trying to make it intriguing the second time around. What I will say is if you're gonna replay New Game Plus, you might as well kill all the bosses. Like you might as well, you don't have to do all the dungeons, you don't have to do all the fucking catacombs and the caves, but at least like kill the world bosses and kill all the story bosses. Like anything that gives you a remembrance, you should probably just kill, just for the fun of it, and because it adds more time. It just adds more time to the game. Oh, Frenzy Flame! I love Frenzy Flame ending. Satisfying as hell. That's what I gotta say. I don't know why, but like I just related with Shabriri so much. Like he just wants to burn it all down. It's kind of relatable at this point. All at level 150. Yeah, I mean it's pretty decent. You can do a lot of shit at 150. Like, if you're really restrictive on what stats you level, then you can have, like, the strongest... At 150, you'll have as strong a build as any level. Wolverine. I want to do a hook claws run. I love the hook claws. I think you should use the raptor claws, though, because the raptor claws have a unique heavy attack. And that's what when I reviewed every weapon, it was nice to be like, oh shit, like the raptor claws, they have like a jumping heavy attack. Like you kind of lunge forward. Still haven't fought Melania yet, but beat the game and just focus. Yeah. Themed build is the funniest. That's classic. I like that. I don't know. Like I can't do PvP anymore. I had my fill of it. I wanted to test it out, but I feel like PvP on PC is a little bit like, PC players in general are just like more sweaty. Like here's my thought process. If you want a PC, that's like over $1,000 investment right there, like at least. So anyone who has a PC has probably been playing games for a long time and has probably been playing a very specific set of games for a long time. So I've always got this feeling that like PC players are just like, they don't really do anything else except play games. Like I know that can be said about everybody, but I don't know. Maybe it's just my own feelings, but I've always struggled to play against PC players. Oh fuck, dude. I saw a guy do a Karen build. Okay, I'm missing you. Dude, you guys are going wild. I'm trying to like see what you guys are chatting about. Fuck. And I'm just getting obliterated by the death bird. God damn it. Okay, here we go, folks. Plain and simple. Oh, Jesus. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm not going to kill the death bird. I'm trying to read chat. And every time I try to read chat, I just get fucking obliterated. River of the Blood for the first time on my arcane account. So, yeah, like... Here, let's scroll up a little bit. Maybe I'm scrolling too far now. Okay, here we go. We're back. Yeah. Oh my god. What was I saying? I definitely think Rivers of Blood is just like by far the strongest weapon in the game. Like, it's not even a contest. And so because of that, like, if you want to play the game on easy mode, then yeah, just use Rivers of Blood. But it's like, once you know that Rivers of Blood is just playing the game on easy mode, then you kind of know that, like, for the most part, I should be avoiding using Rivers of Blood and try to use something that's a little less broken. Just for fun's sake, I guess is what I would say. Like, yeah, I said I was level 400, but I don't think that I'm, like, brokenly strong. Like, I still, when I was doing the New Game Plus 4 and New Game Plus 5, I was definitely getting shafted. Yeah, like, oh, I was struggling for sure. I feel like using Shard of Alexander and using all that shit is pretty good. I think the hardest part about doing the higher new game cycles is just that eventually you just start dying in like 3 hits, and then eventually you die in 2 hits, and then it's like, oh, suddenly every attack one-shots you. Dual Malekith. Oh, so satisfying. Well, I mean, Malekith is only valuable for its weapon art. That's like the most DPS, like one of the highest DPS attacks like ever. It just, nothing competes with it, so it's super nice. Oh my god, I'm dead. Oh my god. Okay, I can back off for this. Good. Colossal swords go hard. Yeah, man. This I love. Like, slow weapons have never felt as slow as they do in Elden Ring. Like, when you just compare it to everything else, like using colossal weapons and using colossal swords, it really makes you feel like ultra Chad. Like you play the game on slow-mo, basically. I also just hate how much damage this fucking Deathrite bird does. It really just makes me sad. It's a struggle. Oh, I love Radahn's. I think Radahn's weapon art has always been a little disappointing for me. Like, Malekith honestly has more range. And dude, like, bro. I'm glad. This game, Elden Ring, definitely sold enough copies that they're gonna make more like this. But I'm just curious to see, like, how do you outdo yourself after you release Elden Ring? How do you make something better than Elden Ring? Like, what do you actually iterate on? And bro, I don't even know. That's a complicated question. Okay, there's a hit. 991. For the most part... Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. Run! Run! Okay, we're good, I think. Safe, for the most part. Okay, he's gonna do this. Very cool. Oh my god. See, I'm too far away. He's gonna do a bunch of ranged attacks. Oh, great heavens! Fucking Christ. I mean, that's the number one feature of going into the mountaintops of the giants, is like suddenly everything takes away half your health in one hit. And that is just... That's classic Dark Souls. Dead. Okay, good. Done. Well, I think FromSoft is really smart. Like, they actually... Honestly, I think their best quality is that they have the best team and they know who to talk to. Like, there was like a rumor that they were talking to the guy who did Mistborn, but it's like, yeah, I don't really know where they go from here. I think they would have to... I think, honestly, they could just do this over again, but make it cooler and put it in a different world, and I think they would be fine. But it's like, it's definitely like a... It's like quality versus sustainability. Like, if you're gonna make the most incredible game ever and you have to top yourself with the next game, how often can you actually do that? Like, how many times can you outdo yourself before eventually it just becomes like like you can't outdo yourself? I did hear about the DLC. What is it called? Oh shit, Jace sending me likes. Good to see. Yeah. What is it called? Barbarians of the Badlands? I think that's right. I don't know. People were complaining about Barbarians of the Badlands, but I don't know. I think it's cool. It doesn't really matter to me. Like, I think FromSoft doesn't miss. Like, they never miss. So the more content, the better. That's what I say. I'm not too picky about what content they're going to release. Jace. And good to see ya, boy. Shit, boy. We got a lion. Damn, bro, you lie. Oh, fuck, I'm dead. Kill the lion. Kill the lion. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion kicks my ass. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, a lion with a sword. I like... My favorite thing about Elden Ring has always been that Elden Ring has referenced everything that From Software has ever created. Like, any idea from Bloodborne, any idea from Dark Souls is somehow incorporated in this game. You know, maybe not 100%, but at least 50% it shows up in this game. And I think the best example is how there are, like, beasts in Farum Azula. They included the beast. And they did it in a cool way. Like, it's not like in Bloodborne where, like... what am I trying to say? It's not like in Bloodborne where you become a beast. It's more like beasts are like a race. And I think that's just, like, so classic Dark Souls. That, like, the world is just full of these very interesting races of beings. And each race and each culture is related to, like, a specific aspect of the game. You know... Beasts and dragons are connected, so you have like a bunch of lore about how they're connected, and like there's like the dragon wound grease, and to use it you need beast blood. So it's like this idea that dragons are like these regal creatures, like the epitome of a god, but like beasts are almost like this. It's almost like a duality of man type of thing. You know what I mean? Like, the dragon is the reflection of man as an intellect, man as the god of its world, but then the beast is like the true reflection of man. Like, the beast is the animal nature within man, and it's just like, in the left hand I'm using a blood-infused dismounter. I wish I could use a monk's flame blade, but the dismounter is like one of the first games you get. You get it super early on in the game, so it's really nice if you want to dual wield curved greatswords. Dual wielding curved greatswords is like just insanely strong, especially if you use the claw talisman. You just deal a lot of damage. Yeah, Sarash. Well, dude, Barbarians of the Badlands is telling us that Sarash is going to get more lore, that we're going to get more info on Sarash, and there's going to be like somehow the beasts are going to be connected to the Barbarians of the Badlands. And I have a feeling like that's the reason that we didn't know a lot about the beasts, is because a lot, like, maybe the beasts ended up on with the Barbarians. Like, that's why you don't really see them in the world. There's the only one that you ever see is in Limgrave, like one of the first areas. And like, dude, that's also part of it, is that Godric's crest is a tree and beast surcoat. It's a tree and beast crest. So like, Godric represents beasthood and also the Erd tree at the same time. It's just so cool. Got offed by Godfrey because he wanted to use all of his fighting spirit. Yeah, I know, you feel bad for Siraj. I don't know, like, here's what I say. I don't like canon. I like inferring things. Like, that was a huge part of my book, is like, I don't want things to be like super obvious. I don't want things to be like a yes or no, correct or incorrect. It's just kind of like you're supposed to like piece these things together, that like the dragons and the beasts are connected, and like Sarash is a beast, but he comes from the Badlands. So, you know, it's fun to make assumptions, but like, I don't know. I don't I would rather just make assumptions, because Godfrey wanted the smoke. So like, here, from what I can tell, Sarash is like similar to Malekith. So I think this is canon. This might be wrong, but Malekith was Marika's shadow. So he was a beast that was associated, that was like connected to Marika. And I think Sarash is the same way, where Sarash is like indebted or like assigned to Godfrey, or maybe like, but I don't know, like, So he could have been assigned because Godfrey was, the Elden Lord. But also, it would be just as cool if Sarash was like his best friend, and there was like a long history and a long story behind maybe like Sarash saved Godfrey's life when he was in the Badlands, or like maybe this is why the Badlands and the beasts are connected. Is maybe Sarash has something to do with those two groups being connected, that these barbarians are like beasts, and that's why people or characters like Sarash are connected to Godfrey. Hang on, I'm missing a bunch of shit. The dragon's god was when the 2 fingers and 3 fingers were one as the Great One. Oh, yeah, he's Marika's half brother, like Blythe and Ronnie. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so Blythe is Ronnie's shadow, and so that's another example where you get to be like, okay, so these godlike characters are connected to these beasts in a certain way, and so I think it's like FromSoft is really good about being like, here are some ideas, I want you to connect them. Is your phone almost dead? Yeah, dude, my phone is about to crash because it's just bloating my cache. I think this is Caleb. From college, if I remember right. It's good to see you, Caleb. But yeah, so I'm pretty sure that I need to get a nicer phone. Like, that's all I'm learning is, I cleared out the cache. I did a hard restart on my phone, but it's just allowing the stream to last longer. But the longer that the stream goes on, the worse that it gets. Like, when I started and I was fighting a Fortisax, it was like running pretty smooth. But the longer the stream has gone on, the more it just looks like dog shit. So here's what I say. I think FromSoft is intentionally vague, but it's not that they want you to not understand what's going on. It's that they want you to make assumptions, and they want you to make inferences about the game. They want you to come up with your own reasoning, and they want you to come up with your own conclusions about the game. And I think a lot of people who think in a very objective way don't really like that. Like, they want everything to be very clear and very decisive. But I think FromSoft is a lot more about giving you subjective ideas and almost giving you a math equation for you to connect the dots, for you to say like, oh, so these characters are connected, so therefore you can make certain inferences. I have a Pixel 5a, but like the A series is just kind of like really dog shit. It's not dog shit, it's intentionally lacking in power. Yeah. The whole point is that you piece things together. You piece information together, and you kind of come up with your own conclusions about the world, and you come up with these inferences. And dude, that was something that I wanted to express in my book. Is like, I wanted to introduce ideas, but I want you to come up with your own lore, and I want you to research and try and learn and scrounge for evidence. Like, that's really the idea, is that there's evidence and there's information, but it's scattered across the world, and it's so diverse that little pieces of information are supposed to give you bigger pieces of lore, and part of it is connecting the dots. And this is why I don't make lore videos, because people in the comments will tell you that you're wrong, but part of it is like, it's supposed to be a little bit confusing so that you have to kind of make your own conclusions about the game and learn. And kind of what I've learned is like, what you think about the lore of Elden Ring is kind of a reflection of how you interpret and how you interacted with Elden Ring, and it's almost, it tells you as much about you as it does about the lore. That's what made me fall in love. Yeah. And like, I definitely said it on the last stream, but like, FromSoft games have a story, but the story is just in service to the lore, and the lore is kind of like that's why FromSoft games are always placed in a, like, they're essentially the same story. It's just you live in a world, or you are brought into a world that is dying, that is collapsing. You are brought into a world where bad decisions, this is the end result of bad decisions. This is what happens after Marika makes this decision to remove death from the ring, from the Elden Ring. Like, this is kind of what you learn. Finding out that Radagon was Marika. Yeah, dude. That's classic FromSoft. Just being like, yeah, actually these two people are one person. And then you have to like, there's not like enough information for you to understand what's going on. So you have to piece it together. Like, how would that be possible? Like, why are Marika and Radagon the same person? And if they are the same person, how did they give birth to Melania and Mikola? And it's like, and it's just like, they give you this math problem and then they just tell you to figure it out. And you're just supposed to come up with your own reasoning for it. Oh, shit, I need to follow this. You decide the lore based on your perspective. One might... Oh, shit. This guy's going to kill me. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. One might... Okay, what does it say? One might think Ronnie is evil. Others in love with her. Well, I think Ronnie is a great example where Ronnie has a lot of mixed motivations. Where you learn that, like, yes, she was responsible for killing Godwin, but she did so because she despised the Two Fingers. She despised this idea that she was going to be the next god and that she had no agency over her life. Like, Ronnie is almost like an interesting story about a person who doesn't want to accept their fate. And so they struggle and they fight as hard as they can against that fate. And what happens? They kill Godwin and then all hell breaks loose. The entire world collapses. But in the end, that they got what they wanted. They got to change fate. Yeah. So like Ronnie was an Empyrean, and I think the inference is that like Ronnie is somehow connected to the moon. Like I've always had this idea that like Melania and Mikola were Empyreans because they were connected to other outer gods. Like Melania is connected to the god of rot, and I don't know about Mikola. Maybe Mikola is connected to the formless mother, which is the god of blood, and Ronnie is connected to the dark moon or the other moon or whatever you want to call it. Bloodhound gang. This guy comes in to correct you. Nice. It's not Bloodhound's gang. It's like, yeah, I think he knows that. I don't know, like it's so fun for From Software to just give you a bunch of pieces and then you can actually build the puzzle in about 10 different ways, and it's really easy for you to just kind of come up with your own conclusion and build your own puzzle. And it's just so, I love it. It's so cool. It's so unique to FromSoft, and that's something that like I could only hope to express well in like a book, which is more of like a story format. But I think it's just a cool way of telling things. Like you have the character, and you have like the characters that are connected to them, and then you have like the grander world that they live in. It's like, it almost reminds me of One Piece in a way. Like it was the main reason that like my book just made so much sense, because it was like One Piece kind of does this where they give you like little snippets of information and then they just ask you to expound upon that, and they ask you to be like, I can't think of a good example, but I feel like One Piece has the best theories because it's just the right amount of information for you to be able to get excited and kind of come up with these really crazy ideas. Oh my god. Okay, I'm trying to look at chat, but Nile is dangerous. Nile is dangerous. I am really thankful for Bloodhound's finesse. Bloodhound's finesse is just sexy. It's so cool. The fact that you can just like slip under the hitboxes. Oh, you motherfucker. You dirty motherfucker. Man, shit. You better watch yourself. God damn. Okay, wait for it. Nice. Excellent. Oh, you motherfucker. And I'm going to get hit by that. And I'm going to get hit by that too. Good lord. Let's back off. Oh my god. All it takes is one. Yeah, this phone is about to crash. Okay, I'm scrolling back through the chat. I can kind of see. Oh my god. Yeah, that was a horrible fight. I'm just gonna say that now. It's really a rhythm when you fight the commanders. It's really a rhythm of like dodging to the left, baiting out an attack that's easy to dodge and then punishing. And if you get off rhythm, then he's just gonna fucking slap you for a zillion, and you don't even have a chance. I'm honestly, my phone's doing pretty good. I think we're gonna kill Commander Nile, and that's gonna be it for the episode. But yeah, I think I was right. I think this phone is just kind of not capable of live streaming effectively because it just looks like dog shit. Commander Nile is just absolute Chad. Like, the first time you fight him, you're like, dude, this guy is crazy. But then eventually you're like, okay, I think I can handle him. I think I got a pretty good idea of how to take this guy on. He's still scary. Obviously, he's still scary. And I mean, the prosthetic is like such a cool attack. And honestly, what I think is the scariest part about the commanders is just like their combos never end. It's like the same thing that I have with Radagon and a bunch of other bosses, is just like you never know when they're done attacking. So you're just constantly in fear that you're gonna attack, and then suddenly they're gonna do another move, and you're just gonna be shafted, and you have no choice in the matter. Okay, we got shield guy. Nile is over here. Thankfully, he is pretty passive right now. Okay, here we go. Here we go, buddy. Gosh darn it all. Oh, watch that. Watch that. Come on. See, the shield guy is going to be really slow, but I think if I get far enough away, yeah, he's going to start running towards me. I think that was a really important thing to understand. You know, this is another thing that has always just been an inference for me, and I've never really been able to test it. But it's kind of like this idea that the range that you are, the distance you are away from an enemy, determines the types of attacks that they do. So if you're away from Nile for long enough, oh, I love that move, where he pokes you in the back. So if you get behind him, then he's going to do this. Oh, I love that move. So cool. And I forgot about that. Yeah, so Nile just has the best combos. He's just a badass, man. Nile is not a boss that I should be taking risks on. I'm trying to get those extra attacks, and I think that's really a bad idea. Okay, he's going to chill out, so I'm going to get as many hits as I can. Let's get one more hit with Bloodhound's Fang. There's a bleed. Nice. Oh, and there's a stagger. Okay, good. So we might have a chance. We'll never stop stomping because Zeus having a fit with his hammer. Becoming Zeus. Oh, okay. I missed that. I read that wrong. Yeah, you're right. Like, he just stomps and slams, and he just, like, he's never done. He just wants your head. Nice. There's the bump. There's the bump from the back of the spear. We love that move. Okay, he's going to do this, and then he's going to do that, and then we can hit him after this. Okay, let's get a bleed on him. 669. I totally missed that dodge. Do you see the range on that fucking explosion? Do you see the fucking range? It's like you dodge away, and then suddenly the explosion hits you from God knows how far away. Like, come on, dude. That's the only bullshit attack. That's the one that I'm always afraid of. You know it when you see it. Oh, shit, that killed me. Thank God for the Crimson Bubble Tier. That definitely would have killed me. Okay, do the lunge. There's the lunge. And then here's the first wind, and then here's the second wind. And then let's get a Bloodhound's Fang. Here's the attack that I don't like. Oh, my God. He just rushes forward. He just rushes just far enough forward that you're just fucked. You have no chance. There's the back hit. I don't like the back hit. Thankfully, the back hit deals very little damage, and it's pretty easy to predict. Now, oh my God, so embarrassing. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen that move. Okay, I dodged that. I didn't dodge that. Let's just run. I think it's whenever you're trying to heal. That's kind of what I've learned, is that all of the bosses kind of just predict when you're trying to heal, because you start to back off, and then as soon as you start to back off, they just know instantly, and they're just like, oh, I'm gonna kick your ass, dude. I'm gonna kick your ass, kid. You think you're strong? You're running away. Someone who runs away is not strong. Okay, here we go. He's gonna do his lunge. Boom, dodged it. There's the slam, and then, oh, he's not gonna do this twirl. Good. I'm definitely gonna get hit by that. Gonna get hit by that. Fuck off. You can suck my ass, Nile. Come on, dude. The fight is almost over. Okay, I can heal right now. Roll through that. Yeah, my phone is about to explode. It's like seconds away, but we only have 4 minutes left in the stream. Oh, I'm fucked. Oh my god, I survived. Oh, embarrassing. Super embarrassing. We have 1 healing, and he has 1 hit. Okay, do the lunge. Boom. Do the slam. I'm going to get a heal in. This might be the end for him. Boom. We did it. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what you guys were saying. What's Diablo saying? I noticed when I was far away enough from Nile, he does his jump attack. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Well, your Mimic will be at full health when I finish. He's at a quarter HP. Well, that's what it's supposed to be, I feel like. I think, like, Sekiro was legendary. When I first fought Margit, the 3 daggers, every time. Yeah. Oh, my God, the daggers. Oh, my God. That's rage, dude. Like, when you're just trying to back away, and then Margit knows exactly what you're doing, and he's like, little tarnished. I've got a dagger, and I'm going to shove it up your ass. Like... Margit just reminds me of Sekiro. He's like Sekiro in Elden Ring. That's kind of he reminds me of Owl. I feel like Sekiro was definitely one of those games where they really stepped it up in terms of like input reading and things like that. But once you get the handle of it and you can kind of, I think it's like when they're reading your inputs, sometimes you're in control, but most of the time they're in control. But if you can make the right moves, then you can kind of bait out attacks and you can take advantage of the input reading, but it takes some certain rhythm. If you're trying to heal and you're off rhythm, then guess what? You just get obliterated. Yeah, Margit is the boss where like you're playing Elden Ring for the first time and you fight Margit and you're like, maybe this game isn't for me. And you're like super under leveled and you're using a fucking basic longsword. And you're just like, yeah, maybe this is the last time I ever play Elden Ring. I feel like Margit was definitely one of those bosses, or maybe even Godric, where people were like, maybe this Elden Ring game is not exactly my style of game. And, you know, it sucks, but it happens, I guess. Do I have any golden seeds? I have 1 golden seed, you motherfucker. Okay, well, we got 1 minute left in the stream. Stuck on Margit for 3 weeks. Oh my god, dude. That is fucking horrible. But hey, if you said you were stuck on him, then that means you beat him, and that's all that counts. And I hope you got a better build after that. I hope you redid your build and you didn't play like you weren't as dog shit. Like, I'm not gonna like. If you're bad at the game, then you're bad at the game. And it can be a lot of reasons. Well, it could really just be 2 reasons. It's usually either stats or it's skill. And if you're getting killed in 1 hit, I try to heal, then Placidusax teleports behind me. Yeah, he just leans over your shoulder, breathes down your neck, and then he does the lightning claw attack, and he kills you in 1 hit. Like, you just have terrible lightning defense, so he just obliterates you in 1 second. Just classic. Skill and timing. Yeah. I did get a lot better. Yeah. That's important. But it's like, yeah, it's really just like, do you have good enough stats? And are you good enough at the game? Can you dodge properly? Can you land your hits? Like, do you know how to... I don't know. I feel like landing jump attacks can be really annoying, but it's really useful. Like, 90% of the time, you can basically only get 1 hit in, so you might as well do a jump attack. But then jump attacks just suck, because you have to, like, aim perfectly to even have a chance of landing the jump attack. Oh, what is this telling me? Oh, I got a sacred tear, so I need to use that. That's very correct. I only have +8 on the healing item. This is absolutely dog shit. We're done, though. This is the end of the stream. And his dual comment. Well, Placidusax's Ruin is kind of just like... It just reminds me of Dark Eater Midir, where, like... It's kind of a random chance whether you actually dodge it or not. Like, you just have to kind of be in the right place and then you'll dodge it. And if you're not in the right place, then the laser will hit you and then you'll try to roll and then the follow-up explosion will hit you. So it's just brutal. All right, well, that's all I got. All right, TikTok, it did last. Diablo, is good to see you. We had some other people. Chris, I'm going to scroll up. There's one other guy that was talking quite a bit. I'm going to see if I can see him. Oh, it looks like it was a while ago. Anyway. Oh, Jai Q. That was the one. Yeah. Legendary. That's all I can say. Good to see you guys. But that's it. That's all I got for you. So we're going to end it on TikTok. Good to see you, TikTok. The stream did survive, but survive is a... surviving is in quotes in this case. So that's all I got for you. Take care, folks. Bye-bye. Jesus Christ. Okay, TikTok is ending. Real quick. Yeah, thank you guys for stopping by. If you came here from TikTok, that's legendary. I really appreciate it. You know, I'm still doing new series. I think I might start uploading some more clips to my YouTube channel instead of doing like long form videos. I might try uploading highlights. So we'll see. I have some backlog to work through, so you never know. I think I definitely need to be uploading more videos on TikTok or on YouTube, at least more semi-long form. I might shoot for 10-minute videos. So yeah, this weekend you might see a clip, you might see a highlight reel. I don't know how far back I'll go, but you never know. I guess that's all I got to say. Thank you guys for stopping by. Take care.